So you're saying, despite everything that's going on in reality, you have to learn to ignore what's happening in front of you and become that person that you want to be.
Yes, you need to walk like that person. You need to talk like that person. You need to think like that person. When you catch yourself behaving like, let's see Jackie as two characters. So you've got Jackie 1.0, you've got Jackie 2.0. You're really just shifting between characters or new realities, new scripts for Jackie. So if Jackie wants to become 2.0, she needs to catch herself when she's not behaving like 2.0, when she's thinking like 1.0, right? And we do that all day long because our ego's so powerful. It's trying to keep us in Jackie 1.0. It's trying to keep us safe. But if you go about life and when the thoughts come in, the thoughts are constantly bombarding us, they're going to say, oh, no, you're not that. And the universe is going to test you. You're not this new Jackie. You're this Jackie. You've been this way for decades. You start to control the thoughts and you realize that the way that you actually manifest is once you give energy to thoughts, they manifest. But if a thought comes by that is Jackie 1.0 and you say, no, I'm becoming the new Jackie who makes 2 times the amount of income as Jackie 1.0, you take that thought, the thought comes in, it challenges you, you take a deep breath, you refuse to energize it, right, to make it come into your reality, and you move your awareness to Jackie 2.0. And as you do that, your world starts to shift. And one of the other tricks you have to do is stop looking for proof of being the new Jackie. So people will check their bank account every 10 minutes. They'll check their social media following, right? And
Right.
the answer is, if you were this new person that you say you are and you were behaving like that, why would you do that? If you want a nice car and you got the nice car, you wouldn't be constantly wanting the Mercedes, which is a state of lack. You would become the person who already had it, and it'd be easy. Of course, I have a Mercedes. Why would I want it? It's in my garage.
Right.
So
Right.
this is the small nuances that the elites know, and a lot of really powerful people know, is that it's an internal game. This all is an internal game that is a constant struggle. But once you get into it, the thoughts get quieter.
You're right. The thoughts do get quieter. But is there a time frame that this takes? Because a lot of people, I know that they want instant manifestation, and there's a reason why things don't manifest instantly. But in terms of your processes that you've talked about and the methods, how long does it usually take for people when they're becoming this new state of being for things to manifest?
So there's two things they have to take into account. They have to be in the frequency of the thing they want, right? So famously, the woman that wrote the book The Secret, she tells a story of being $100,000 in debt. And what she
Yeah.
would do is when her bills came in, she'd treat them as checks. She would say, oh my God, I'm rich. I'm rich. Oh my God, I have so much money. And as she did that, she shifted into the frequency of abundance and would made, I don't know, $50 million or something like that. So that's the first part of it. Are you constantly living in the frequency of someone who is in love? If you want love, whatever you want. And the second thing is, have you built the actual container to be able to take on that new reality, right? That wealth container. Are you someone who could handle making an extra $100,000 a year? Would it freak you out? Do you have childhood trauma you haven't worked on? So those are kind of the two elements that are going to determine how fast that new reality starts to make its way towards you. I mean, on a quantum mechanics level, how long the particles take to rearrange in front of you. And what blocks their rearrangement is fear, lack, not being in the frequency, not being the person who could handle it. And really, the biggest battle in everything is fear. It's not really real. It's a low vibration emotion that doesn't actually really exist. But we're so conditioned to believe that things are going to go wrong. And as we believe that and say that out loud, why would it work out? It didn't work out in the past. We continue to block the manifestation towards us. So that's why meditation is so important, not just for visualization, but for nervous system regulation.